Hey guys, so my very good friend Kayode Moses decided to grace us with the tutorial version of the UI Morphism design which I created a few days ago, or which was uploaded a few days ago on YouTube. That particular tutorial video was based on CorelDRAW, but this particular one will be based on Adobe Photoshop. So you're going to learn from him how he was able to get his own UI Morphism design on Adobe Photoshop. Also, if you missed out on the CorelDRAW tutorial version of the UI Morphism design, don't worry, just stick around to the end of the video so that you can have access to it. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
Guys, good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. And today I am going to be trying this my friend's design, Vixie Tutorials. I'm going to be trying his design on Adobe Photoshop to see if we can actually get what he did. I'm a learner, so he's my boss, so let's just see how far we can go. So by the way, I've gone to look for a background, just a random 3D background, and my Photoshop is here open. So we'll just try to create a new canvas with width of 2500, height 2500, resolution 300, white background. Let's create that. Okay, so without wasting much time, I would prefer to just get my background and move to my Photoshop, copy and paste it here. Use hold down alternate and your scroll back button on your mouse to actually zoom in and out. Then I try to see if I can resize this to fit in my canvas in the proportion I would want. Okay, so take note, we are not using the same colored background as he did. I don't know, I just want to do something different, just emulating that same design. Oh, so now the tricky part of his work is actually this morphism glass background that he used for the UI. So first of all, before we try the glass background, let's see if we can bring out the shape. Go into your rectangle tool, select your rectangle tool, then hold and drag depending on the size you would prefer. Okay, so for this one, I'll turn off my stroke. I would love to put my background as white. It doesn't really matter though, but I just want to do it. Then I would like to get the shape of the phone, something like this. Okay, something like this. Yeah. Then I'll hold down alternate to show this double mounted mouse, and then drag upwards to duplicate this, and I'll still hold down shift so that I can maintain the straightness of the line. So now we have two rectangles. I want to bring out that effect of one being on another, but it's like we'll rename this to be back rec, so we can easily know that this one should be in the back and this should be in the front. So I'll name this front rec. Not that they really matter, just let me try to add maybe blue color to one so to make it know. Okay. So don't be confused. I'm just trying something crazy. Okay, so now there are several ways to make this glass effect on Photoshop, but mind you, the one my friend here did is movable. So we could actually just, let me see, for instance, we just do something like this. Let's say this is our glass prism or whatever we want to use as a glass prism. Go and select on the glass prism on the thumbnail, hold control and select thumbnail. It brings us a selection bar. Then click on the background, then you can just go and add the filter, Gaussian blur, Gaussian blur, and the moment you add it, the selection goes like that. Okay, I think my method is not working for me today, or probably, yeah, something like that. me say Ctrl Z Z Z Z Z. Let's just do the method I can. That one is the shortcut, and sometimes it's that easy. So what we do is we need to press Ctrl J to duplicate our background, then move our background to the front of this one. Let's still press Ctrl J again to duplicate the background, move it to the front of this front rec. So now we can see all the recs, right? Alright, it's good. So now what we are going to be doing is we are going to be converting this to a smart object. We convert the other one to a smart object. Okay, after converting the two of them to smart objects, we go to filter, we add our blur, grossing blur, and this looks like this. So depending on the level of blur you want for the background of the glass effect, let me see, 72 is not too much, depends on the picture, right? So let's use 60. Let's use 60 for uniformity. Let's use 60. So now there, that is that there, right? Click on it and create a clipping mask. You can see the first one is out, our first shape is out, right? So now you can just come to this FX button or double click on it, or let's go to the FX button down here, which means effect, add a stroke to it. Mr. Olu did use a white stroke, so let's use the white. Okay, and I like the size, the opacity is quite okay. Let's just leave it like this. We have that one. So we can actually also add the what would I call it? He also added a little bit of blur effect to it, cushion blur effect to it, so that it will not be too sharp, which is nice. So convert to smart object. So it's converting everything. I'll do that probably when I combine, merge everything together. So we repeat the same thing for this other background. Right click, or go better to go to filter, then blur, Gaussian blur, also 60. Okay, then right click. You know what to do next? Create clipping mask, and we have the other one too. Then still click on the rectangular selection, that's to add the stroke effect. Go to your effects panel or double click on the layer, then stroke, to apply the same stroke we had before to this one. Sure. I didn't select it. See, I didn't select the layer, so that is why I didn't select this one. That is why I didn't add stroke to this one design. So let me make sure this is it. Create clipping mask, yeah, correct. Then click on the layer effect, then stroke, to add the same stroke effect we had on the first one here, and boom, we have our backgrounds one after the other. Yeah. So now if you notice, we can just hold down shift, click on the two layers, hold down shift and group, Ctrl G, right, hold down these two layers too, then group, Ctrl G, sorry, Ctrl G, so we can name this back, and we can name this front. Okay, so if now on doing that, let's just convert everything to smart objects. I don't want to be wasting time. Convert this to smart object, convert this to smart object. This is to make it sizable. If not, everything will just be clustered in one place. Select everything, group them together again. So if you notice now, it's absolutely movable. Yep, absolutely. But now if you actually want the movement to follow the background there, that is where these are smart objects matter. You have to click on it, then edit content, and this is where you start moving this rectangle. The moment you move this rectangle around, it will take this back rectangle, it will take the shape of whatever was there before. So but because we are dealing with a lot of movement here, so I just like to keep it this way. No, I'm gonna save any change. Okay, so I don't have the swipe chart logo, so I'll just try to create mine now. If I can actually do this, let me check how the keys look like. Okay, let's start with the one at the top. So we have something like this there. Oh, my Photoshop is really too sharp if I get it. Yep, not too sharp. There we have this one, bro. Calm down. Yeah, something like this. Then we have to Ctrl J this, which is duplicate. Then Ctrl C to transform. Right click. Horizontal, right? Yeah. Then move a little bit upwards, holding shift, and oh, nice. Yeah. I think I got something very similar to that. Then the texting, we have swipe chart. I think swipe should match with this first box, charts should match with the second box. Just my assumptions though. I don't know why these days it takes a long time for text to work on my PC. It annoys me. Thank you. Finally. Swipe. Please, I don't know how to spell swipe on. Let's try this. Like the font today is popping. I'm not sure, but instead of using extra bold, let's just use the bold. Shit. Yeah, color. And my color white. Please, Mr. Olu, I'm sorry. I should collect design rights from you, but then I'm sorry. Swipe. CGT. Okay. Okay. I think the distance is too much. Yeah. It's too much. So let them level to these lines, these two lines at the top. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just trying to mimic what he did anyway, so please don't. I'm not actually making the logo design right now, I'm just trying to meet up to whatever he did. Ctrl Z. I want to bring in the ruler so I'll get something good. Okay, fine. I think I'm on track. So I would like to group everything together as the logo. Oh, God. Photoshop, why me? Ctrl G. Then this group I will just convert it to small object to avoid logo. Good. Yeah. Oh yeah. So please don't forget you added noise to the blurred background, so I wish somebody could remind me to add noise before we finish. I think we are 60% done. Okay, this is somewhere here. So now there's something I want to do to keep precision on. I would love to put my ruler here. I also love to put my ruler here. Yep, this is just for precise measurements. Okay, increase this a little bit. Yeah, then we start making our circular shapes and image. So I don't really have pictures here, unlike Mr. Olu who already had pictures. So let me see, hold down shift and draw your circle first. this. Yep. So what we'll just do is right now we'll remove the fill. The stroke, we'll click on this stroke to actually access more of the stroke settings. Color of the stroke, I prefer white. Then clicking on the stroke so we can select the type of lines we want. I want dashed lines. Stroke. Then in the dashed line, I don't know what's wrong with my PC these days. There we go. Okay, sorry. It was hard to work when your system is just okay. I think 7 should be okay. Yeah, I think 7 is okay. Or 6. 6 should do. 6 should do. 6 should do. Gaps. I want to put more gaps. And I want to reduce the number of dashes or increase better still. So you can actually just adjust them here, but let me just leave it this way. Then plus button, I could just write text and put plus, but let's just design it just like Mr. Olu always do. Design everything. I could use line, but I started to use rectangle though. So I'll use rectangle like this. No, this not stroke, it's just a filled one. A filled rectangle. Yeah. Then I Ctrl J it, Ctrl T it. I right click and I flip flip vertically. Like, am I kidding right now? Okay, it's not flip, I just rotate. My bad. Then I group the two rectangles together. Move. Ctrl G, cross. Convert it to smart objects. I love converting to smart object because I don't like stressing myself trying to make things work. So I feel the cycle is too big in the first place. So let's lock this back first. Lock this front too. Lock this background too. Okay, good. That's for the circle. Yeah. What else, brother? The names. So I actually don't have human pictures here. I don't want to use people's picture. So this website, this person's face does not exist, where you can just generally randomly, wow, my network is off, where you can randomly just search for people's faces. Like, these people actually do not exist. So the AI just matches different faces to form a human face which doesn't exist. So that is it. Oh, I think this will waste my time. So maybe I'll just download one image and use the same image for all of the picture faces to save me time. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just copy and paste it to save me time. Okay, so drag, you hold your alternate and tab, then use your tab to navigate your Photoshop, release and place your objective. I do this because I use Windows 11 and Windows 11 basically doesn't just permit me to do anything anyhow. So that is why I essentially move images here, but I can also do it through the file. So now we have our image. I'll just bring in my circular, or what do you call this, macro tool or selection tool. Hold shift so that you have a regular shape. Select, then you mask it. When you mask it, you convert it into a smart object. So you can even go and also just be changing the pictures after converting into smart object. But then I would like to leave it this way. So after doing that, Mr. Olu, check. Okay, the icons do not actually have anything, so I just love to add little stuff to mine. Let's make sure everything here equates to this one. Okay, so I would just love to add probably a little outside glow. So we'll go to effects, then we add outer glow, which probably I would love to prefer to use maybe something like white. Then I'll reduce the opacity and the spread and the size. Okay. Then I just duplicate. Let's duplicate. Let's duplicate. Let's duplicate. For this guy, this particular guy. Now, so we could just do a clipping mask, which I don't want to waste my time clipping any mask. So I will just use the selection tool and see what I can do here. Selection tool, select these and use alternate. Click selection tool. Oh, I've forgotten this thing. You can remind me. I've forgotten how to cut out the part of an image, but then I've forgotten how to use that slice tool or something. So let's do it this way then. If it doesn't work like that, that's why you just have to be dynamic in everything you do. Yep, something like this. Is that not Mr. Olu? But he's actually went to the end of the screen. Wow. Wow. And that means mine does not need to. Next time I'll do it like your one, don't worry. All family friends, all should be bolder. Texts, come and click all. All should be bolder. Because it's the main heading of selection, that is why it's bolder. Then size a little bit smaller. Control whatever it is. Just alternate and drag. Family. Yep. After family, I'll reduce this boldness to maybe something like medium. Yeah, medium. Also alt drag again, holding shift to maintain the straightness. Yes, friends. Family friends. So his all is actually closer to this place. Family, let me align it to this other guy's face. Friends, let me align it to this. It's too spacious. Yeah, let's maintain the same amount of spacing. Okay, sweet. So I don't think I will be writing this much as Mr. Olu did. Then I will just do this. Yeah. So let's say this is it, and I write my name. Okay. To make this smaller. In the UI stuff, you have to just know how to make your things look like very nice. And now replicate the name and make it probably the message Okay. Then I'll make my name a little bit bolder. Semi-bold. Nice. Yep, something like this. Then pardon, highlighter. Just copy you, copy you. Yeah, just like that. Copy you, do the same animation as the copy you. Nice. Let's see, we have this. Okay. Done. I think this spacing is too much, so I would put this. I would put this. I would group this. I would group this. I would group this. I'll select all the groups and then I will space them evenly. And elevating them upwards a little. Yeah. This section, so I'll move them a little bit upward. Sorry. Okay, shift, move first, hold shift to maintain the balance. Good. Yep, so the last thing to add to this place is the bar. This bar. This angle swipe bar. Which I will remove the stroke and add the fill to white. Okay, so to avoid stories that touch, I could just align it to this whole canvas. So the last thing to add will be our, let me see if I can, okay, let's leave the shadow. Let's add this to this guy. Let's add our noise. Filter, noise, add noise. Yep, I love the exact 3 points. Let me make it 3. I love it. Go to the front, click on it, unlock it, filter, noise, add noise, and we are good to go. Swipe charts, come here. Your number one messaging app. Your number one messaging app. Your number one messaging app. Okay. So this is how you run it in Adobe Photoshop. You are done. You click File, Export, Exporters, and I don't know, is there something I'm missing? I love checking for my designs, so if there's anything I'm missing, let us know. Export it on desktop, save, and we are done here. Thank you very much. Let's open and see our work. Finally. Nice work.